Grand rising to the collective. Man, I know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos a week, man. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. It's an early one, man. So let's get right to it, because I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
My name is Angelo, and I am Jaguar rights manager, friend, charge of security. I grew up with Jag in Philly, and the job is to keep Jaguar alive as long as possible, by any means possible, because the people that want to take her down happen to have a lot of power.
So, in other words, you're Jaguar Rights muscle, if need be.
I'm Jaguar Rights everything.
So, what did you see in Jag as far as just your first introduction of her spirit?
She was real. A lot of people are phony, but in talking with Jaguar, there was no line in her. Like, you ask her a question, you're going to get the answer. You may not like the answer, but you're going to get the answer. And she's real. For me, being Italian and from Philadelphia, loyalty is rewarded. That's why I took this job. It's not one that I would particularly like, but if it keeps my friend alive and I have to take a bullet, then I'll take the bullet.
What would you say to a person who would want to bring harm to Jag?
You better kill me.
Rihanna is spotted here with Michelle Lamy, and just pay very close attention to how they treat this woman. Shortly after, this is her backstage of A$AP Rocky, and this woman has deep connections with every single celebrity. I mean, many pictures and videos of her and Usher, Kim Kardashian, Migos, Kanye West, A$AP Rocky, whatever, you name it, almost every single celebrity. But who is this woman? If you look her up, it says she's a fashion designer, filmmaker, producer, whatever. But she's also married to Rick Owens, and now we're getting warmer. If you know anything about Rick Owens, he's known as the Dark Lord of fashion. Now, if this woman is married to the Lord of Darkness when it comes to fashion, and she's a fashion designer, this is literally her wearing his head, you start wondering, what is she doing with all these artists? Surely it can't be all fashion, right? And then you see pictures of her with Marina Abramovich, which is outspoken for her art, but also her spirit cooking. All I'm saying is be aware of what's really going on and do your own research.
So I just thought it all connected dots if I show you the frequency of clothing, certain brands, how that whole frequency, and then we go ahead and show Michelle Lamy and Rick Owens, darkness of the Lord of Darkness fashion. Like, I get to go ahead and show like the difference, you know what I mean? And you don't even gotta look at that and say, yo, all these artists be around her. You just gotta look at how they, like, how she look. And we never supposed to judge a book by its cover, but come on, bro. You got black fingertips and that grill looking thing in her mouth. She look crazy, bro. Now that one, if the shoe fits, wear that mug. If it's a, man, call a spade a spade. If it bark like a dog, got teeth like a dog, and walk on all fours, damn it, it's a dog, bro.
Spiritual initiation. Why does it cost money? I've seen a handful of people on this app, not too many, who will tell you that if you're being charged for a spiritual initiation into a closed practice, initiatory practice, or house, that you are being scammed. When actually, it's the exact opposite that's true. If somebody is telling you that they will initiate you into a house for free and they are not like a very close blood relative, that's possibly not a legitimate elder or teacher or not a legitimate house. The reason that initiation costs money is Part of that monetary payment is payment to spirit. You do have spirits who like money, who understand it, because they did once walk this earth. Part of it is for the time, the energy, the tools necessary for the initiation, because there's a lot of things that go into these initiations based on what practice we're talking about. You can have livestock, you can have spiritual baths that are necessary, readings, food, they feed you, there are meals. There could be a wide array of expenses that go into this initiation. Part of that cost is for time and energy. Now, you've got initiations that can span days. And those are days that that elder or that madrina or that godparent, whichever name your path uses, is spending there with you, putting their energy into this, initiating you, rebirthing you, and things of this nature. So it's payment for time, energy, ingredients, tools, payment to spirit. Spirits don't work for free. None of them do. And by and large, people don't either. So yes, spiritual initiation costs money. The more in-depth the initiation, the more it costs. In some traditions, the cost depends on what spirit says the cost for that person is going to be. So if we were initiating into the same path, your price might be lower or higher than mine would be, depending on what spirit dictated. So if someone tells you that they're going to initiate you for free, unless you're blood related and grew up together or around that person, I would run for cover. And even in some of those situations, I'd still run for cover.
So this photo was just taken yesterday of a blood crescent moon right over the US Capitol. And if you haven't been following along, let me just bring you up to speed and let you know why this is just too much. So I think we all know this week started with the crazy political scene of the trial. Love him or hate him, the famous Alex Jones then had his studio forcibly shut down. And investigative journalist Steve Baker was just arrested by the FBI. We had the horrible fire in California. Then we had the over 130 earthquakes in Hawaii and the volcano eruption. And not that it necessarily means anything, but this week was already a week of interest because if you didn't know, the famous boxer Ryan Garcia, who some people think was going crazy and talking conspiracy theories, quickly tweeted and then deleted that there would be a horrible earthquake on June 6th. I then did a quick video asking ChatGPT about what led up to the Great Earthquake of 1811, and the answers were shocking to say the least. Just a few months before the Great Earthquakes began, they had a total solar eclipse over the US. They also then had a very strange showing of northern lights showing all across the US. So with all that being said, this photo does not give out the best feeling. I don't think any person knows exactly what the future holds, but it definitely seems like a good time to start preparing.
Anyone else noticed, ever since the eclipse, how the earth has separated itself even more as to the people who are conscious and aware and the people who are just living their life? Now, it's not a competition, but you can just see the patterns. You can see the different archetypes. The other thing is, have you noticed in the last 2 years how much your verbiage has changed? Have you ever gone back and looked back at text messages? Have you become a completely different person even in just the last 30 days? This is what it's like to be a human computer or a machine that downloads things. We are always being upgraded.
Now my question is how that happened. But at least we not having those trains that I can account for, that I know of. At least we don't have those trains just falling over with all the chemicals popping out. I remember when we had that little issue going on. That issue was everywhere. But him talking about being able to look back and seeing your verbiage change, seeing you change. And I remember being told when I was young, my uncle used to be like, man, the person you are now ain't gonna be who you are in 5 years. And 5 years from there, ain't gonna be the same person you was then. You gonna grow over and over and over. You're never gonna stop growing. And when he used to say that, I used to be like, damn. So looking back at who I was, I changed for the best. And I'm proud of that. Span that up if you could agree.
So I don't know why, but 911 is not available for people in the Northeast right now. A shelter in place has been put in place for May. Emergency alert systems were sent out that 911 it will be down statewide for multiple states in the Northeast.
So you guys know how we told y'all that this Leviathan, this dragon, is waking up, because look at the difference of movements, right? In this picture, his head is straight. In this picture, his head is tilted or to the right a little bit. So I was doing a little bit of research, and it turns out we may be living on multiple fossilized creatures. You know what I'm saying? We already know that these mountains are giant petrified, human beings and whatnot. And I believe this is the fact for this whole planet that we live on. But were you guys aware that America is also known as Turtle Island? As you can see over here, you guys, the shape of the Americas is shaped like a turtle, including Mexico. Mexico would be the tail. California, one of the legs. Florida, the other leg, right? And then you have over here the arms and the head of the turtle. Here's another better depiction, as you can see over here, you guys, right? Right? And here's another one over here. Here's another rendition, the satellite view of how North America looks like. So I went back to this and I was like, okay, this is like another head of some other creature. So I did more research and I looked up turtle dragon or dragon turtle. Now, according to Google, this is what a dragon turtle would look like, y'all. What does that remind you guys of? Godzilla, right? Godzilla, Reptar, right? Check this out. Dragon turtles are mythical creatures that combine the body of a dragon with the shell of a turtle. They are distantly related to dragons and have dragon blood. In some mythologies, dragon turtles are considered aquatic creatures and among the most dangerous in existence. Doesn't that sound like Godzilla that they have been promoting, y'all? Doesn't it? Now let's take it to this, because I found something interesting. So here's one head, right? And thanks to another creator, here's the other head of what you call the Leviathan, okay? Right? And here is Turtle Island. You can clearly see it's a turtle. Look at it. Here's the paws, the head, the tail, the leg. Turtle Island, right? Here's the other head of the Leviathan, one head, right? Okay, and here is this over here. Now check this out, y'all. Now I ask you, wouldn't that be considered a dragon turtle? A mythical creature that combines the body of a dragon with a shell of a turtle, which I just showed you guys in that video. Now watch this, because I told you guys numbers do not lie. So we're living on Turtle Island, right? And I just showed y'all dragon turtle. So why does Turtle Island and dragon turtle give you the same numbers almost in every cipher? Even this one over here, 7 plus 4 gives you 11, and 5 plus 6 gives you 11. But look at this, you guys, all across the board. Can y'all see that? So I ask you again, are we really living on these fossilized creatures, these ancient beings? And did you guys know turtles predate dinosaurs, right? And they say that dinosaurs are the most prehistoric things, or that's what they want us to believe. So yes, indeed, you guys, I believe we're literally living on a dragon and a turtle, or a two-headed dragon and a turtle, which would be the three-headed beast, right? The three-headed dragon, because a turtle is classified as a dragon, y'all. Did you guys know that? Right? I mean, look at Godzilla. Bro, are y'all kidding me? What do you guys think? Please let me know what you guys think in this comment, y'all. We're gonna be breaking down this thing one way or another, y'all, in multiple facets, y'all, okay? Because this is our world. We need to figure out what type of world we live in, since they're not going to tell us. I mean, the information's out there, but they've hidden it so well because they don't want us to know. Could this be the reason why, like, they hide the number 13 from us? Because 13 is associated with the turtle, you know what I'm saying? There's 13 months in the calendar. Supposed to be 13 months and 28 days in the calendar, which is 360 days of the year. And then 3 plus 6 gives you 9, 3, the 6, and the 9. What Nikola Tesla was talking about, y'all. All is this food for thought. I just want to know your opinion on this, you guys. But again, all of our history has been a lie. We have to figure it out. And we're doing this step by step. So let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. Please like, comment, and share this video. Share this video. Thank you for tuning to my frequency. We're in this shift, y'all. Let's get it. Peace in.
A lot of y'all be saying sometimes conscious Jews be reaching, or some of these TikToks be reaching, right? Well, I think we have to reach at this point, just because they lied about history so much. And it's like, either we gonna continuously be misled by what they've taught, or we gonna just reach until we find the answer. Somebody that's watching this right now, y'all let me know what y'all would like to do. Me personally, I'm gonna continue to reach. So if he's saying we might be living on a turtle, and then he make it make sense with the ciphers, with gematria, and then he turns around and makes it make sense with the numbers 13, 3, 6, 9, turtle, dragons, how they the same, pretty much in the same family. And considering how history has been, I could see them switching that as well. So I'm gonna lean towards more of the fact that he on point. If he's wrong, that's fine. It is what it is. You don't lose no sleep. Who cares? Let the emotion go. But if we right, we right. But if we wrong, we get another day to figure it all out again. But just not follow who told us what they told us. Let's not follow them. Let's come with our own ideas. And clearly we all here to do the same thing, which is learn and try to figure everything out, because we know how much bullshit they done lied to us. So that's my take on that. So when people say, man, he reaching, you need to stop doing, bro, we trying to find out the truth here. This either for entertainment, or this for knowledge. This more knowledgeable is gonna make us, or the more knowledgeable we're gonna become based off what we learned or seen. It's gonna be either one. But as long as we're not following them people, y'all get what I mean? That's my take.
When it comes to talent, that is a God-given gift. It doesn't belong to us. It was given to us from source. And guess what? It was given for free. Not one of us who are gifted on this planet have ever had to sign a contract with God for permission to use our gift.
Amen.
Ever. But you got to sign a whole lot of contracts with the devil. Contract for your life, contract for your death, contract for what you believe in, contract to not believe in what you believe in. Better yet, pay you double if you say some shit you know is bullshit. Push it, sell it, make it work.
So is there anyone that you know that has integrity inside of the music industry?
Yes, there are many people that I know. Unfortunately, most of the ones that I would tell you are dead, or you just wouldn't know them.
Want to see something appalling? You guys hear about that police training in Atlantic City? Thousands of officers from hundreds of departments across the nation attended this training. Did you know that there's video evidence of the shit that they taught? While you watch this, keep in mind that when they testify that they did this, or this based on their training and experience, this is what they're talking about. Enjoy.
I love what the I do for a living. There's nothing else I'm good at. I love violence. I love fighting. I love shooting, and I love freedom. It wasn't that long ago that we were drinking out of the schools of our enemies. I'll murder this guy, then I'm going to take his head, then I'm going to cut his head in half, and then I'm going to boil his skull, and then I'm going to drink out of that skull. Rad, right? I'm not sure the guy can record you like, oh, I am not a citizen of the United States under Act 12-6. Shut the f up, right? I'll get pepper sprayed, tased, windows broken out. We don't like treating turds, right? You're like, the ambulance can take care of them, right? And I had a problem treating, gangbangers and the people that were the pieces of shit of society, right? I had a great mentor that told me, well, Sean, guess what? That's a live tissue lab, bro. Anytime you can come to one of these shitbags, absolutely do the best you can. Absolutely. Because what if he gets hurt, right? Or she gets hurt, or he gets hurt, then I can perform that flawlessly because now I've had some reps in. Everybody get that? Everybody with me on that?
There's more. There's plenty more. I just don't have the energy to go through all of it right now. Let me know if you want to see the rest. But this is what they mean. That first guy loves violence, loves fighting, and that's why he loves his job. Let that sink in. The next guy says he's going to fuck someone up, tase him, because he's reciting statutes. He's referring to sovereign citizens or auditors. And the last guy's saying that Nobody wants to treat a piece of shit who they determine to be pieces of shit, but he's incentivizing them. He's saying, use them. They're a live tissue lab. Use them for practice, just in case someone who matters ever gets hurt. That's how they have to get incentivized. This training is not the only one of its kind. I have seen state use of force experts testify that, oh yes, they're completely justified in basically killing you if they look at you the wrong way, basically. And so because technically it was part of their training and experience, regardless of how militarized and egregious and fucking brutal that training is, well, it's justified because that's how our little robot was trained. This is the workaround for having any responsibility. You think that that training would have gotten anybody in trouble if it wasn't for the fact that the wrong person's eyes saw it? This is why most of them are not recorded. This is just how brazen these guys were. They thought they'd record it. If this was not common behavior and culture, they would not be up there saying the shit they were saying, expecting to get the laughs that they got.
In the South, it's the wild, wild, west, south, wherever. You don't believe me? Run from Georgia State Patrol. You don't know what I'm talking about. Okay? Run from me. Somewhere along the chase becomes... Neither confirm or deny there's some videos out there with me doing just that.
Loser. That guy's Middle Eastern. And I don't know if you picked up on the self-hating trope that he just did with the la la la. If you run from me, I'm gonna shoot you. And then he thinks he's real cool by saying, I can neither confirm nor deny there's a few videos of me doing just that. Oh my God, you're so cool and so tough. Tell us how you got so cool and tough. You absolute loser. Anyway, they're that brazen and that bold with their delivery, expecting laughs, videotaping it, because this is the norm. It's the fucking norm. I want one person to defend this. I want one of you to defend this. Do it. Do it. I have nothing else to do tonight.
Hey, of course we know we got good. We got good police. We got bad police. We got good humans. We got bad humans. There's probably some good congressmen. Nah, I don't know about all that, bro. I ain't going that far on the limb to say all that. But all jokes aside, is there somebody out there that's gonna defend them? If you gonna step up, man, for speak now or forever hold your peace. Cause me, I don't support that. But I know one time my grandfather, he was a CO. And he told me, this what he told me, being in there with them people, being behind them walls and them gates is different than being on the street. Being on the street, yeah, you gotta deal with people with guns, but you got one too. And there, nah, it's different. And they're a little bit smarter than the average criminal that's on the street. People in behind the walls, bro, some of the smartest people is locked up. And some of the dumbest people on the street. Let's just be honest. That's just being honest. And he also told me in his training, they had to learn how to talk to people, how to handle certain situations. But he did say not so many guards will follow the rules like they're supposed to. They use their position of power to bully. But he also said he see more police officers throw their weight around, playing games, picking with people, way more than the people he worked with. That's what he told me. And considering how he treat police officers, he don't have not 1 second for him. They ask him a question, he rude. He don't got no time for him. He say he don't like the way they interact. They like to throw their weight around. That's what he said. And he said when it become too many of them, they like a game. I told him Pac said that, and he was like, he agreed. That's the biggest statement he always agreed with. Still to this day. I can't make this up. And also, this cop talking about gang members. I was in high school, and we had a cop. Man, forget it. His name was Officer Cunningham. one of the most racist cops I ever met. And I ain't the one to typically drop a name, but he was one of the most racist cops I ever met. I seen him do stuff. He even did stuff for my homies, and he even tried me. Now, remind you, I'm an athlete. He gonna come to me and say, I said, I want a Gatorade. He was standing there at the snack bar. I want a Gatorade. He said, let me guess, you want the red one, huh? Whew, you damn right I want the red one, bro. I want red everything. But today, nah, I want the lemon lime. Appreciate you, though. I ain't say all that. I just was like, nah, I want the lemon lime, actually. And he looked hella stupid. And he went the other way. He never tried me again. But he arrested a couple of my homies. Pepper sprayed one of my homies. Drug a black girl up the hall. But he walked somebody else up the hall. I'm just saying, everybody knew this was the case. Everybody. My grandfather saw it. I saw it. All the students saw it. If I went to high school with you, bro, and you watch this channel, man, spam it up and let me know if you remember Officer Cunningham. That's his name.
Here right now is India. India's having one of the hottest heat waves in human history, even melting roads. Temperatures in India are as high as 60 degrees Celsius. If you're wondering how hot that is 140 degrees Fahrenheit. And the weirdest part is only India is suffering this right now. And it's the entire country. No surrounding countries are having problems like tires literally melting off the rim and plastic trash cans melting on the roads. To make things even worse, India is amidst of a water crisis. Yearly 200,000 people die due to inadequate water source, and over 70% of the population does not have access to drinking water. As this heat wave just started days ago, over 100 people have passed away due to heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Heat wave is causing people to do this, literally sell chunks of ice that will melt within 10 minutes. Indian government is also in a standstill. When cops and military personnel arrive, there's really not much they can do because even they don't have drinking water. And most of the people in this country don't even have regulated air conditioning, and it's only beginning.
Hi, does anyone know who made the inflatable dragon puppet that's at the top of the Empire State Building right now? I know why it's there. I do not care about that part. I just want to know who or what company made it.
That's a great question. But also I want to know why it's there too. Exact reason. I don't want to know coming up with ideas on why we think it's that way. I want to know exactly why. But y'all know we made it to the end of this. Also, before we go ahead and wrap up, I would like to go ahead and clear up what I did say about the police department and about the officer I know. Not all officers is like that. But we do have some dumbasses on the force who will rather go to violence and escalate a situation rather than letting their pride and ego go and realizing they're here to protect and serve. Those two words. Not dictate and control. And if you show them a little bit of attitude or something, we need more police that ain't gonna escalate the situation. They need to understand that maybe you've had bad experiences and they need to be the bigger person. Nah, you know what? Let me go ahead and stop that right now. We need to be the bigger people, the bigger person in the situation. We get a dumbass cop, bro. Don't feed into the hype. Don't feed into the energy. Show him as much as respect as he feel he wants. And when you got a fool to fool, bro, intelligence right there. We ain't gonna match the energy and get ourselves in a more crazier position. Just fool to fool. Act like he winning. The best way to beat your opponent is to act like they already won. Straight up. If he think he winning because you showing him respect, let him go on about his day. 'Cause he ain't gonna never be nothing but just what he is right then and there. Simple. But we can go ahead and continue our life. We gotta be smarter here. Because we see how they move it. So let's hold ourselves accountable. Let's be the bigger person. Let's let go of our pride, our emotion, our ego. All those characteristics that make us vibrate too low. Let's let that go. And let them think they winning, bro. And just go on about our day and continue to grow. Continue to change the world. Change lives in a positive aspect. In a positive experience. Get the world a positive environment. Let's do it like that, collective. That's my advice to y'all. Based off that clip. We ain't gonna put no blame on nobody else. We're gonna put the blame on ourselves. And we're gonna go ahead and move around that. That's what we supposed to do, right? And that's my message to y'all. But like I said, we made it to the end of this. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos a week, man. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But even if you ain't subbed up and you just like the content, again, I appreciate you as well. I try to make sure I show love to y'all as well. But until I see y'all in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount.